today because we are going to try out a new lure today. So I picked up a couple packs of the Nikko Leech. So Nikko, they make a lot of the lures, soft plastic lures that I really like. They make the hellgrammite, they make the tadpole. They also came out with the Leech somewhat recently, within the last year. So this is the Eclipse color. This is the Morning Dawn color, which looks really, really nice. This pinkish purple color. And then the purple June bug color. So that is the one I'm going to go with first. It's 3.8 inches. It is super stretchy and durable, just like all of their soft plastics. Gonna fish this probably on a 1/8 ounce jig head. So we'll tie it on. Excited to see how this works and how it performs, because all the Nikko lures have performed really, really well for me in the past. So I really hope that this Nikko Leech lives up to my expectations for it. So let's give it a shot. Alright, let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to rig this. So this is a small 1/8 ounce jig head, size 1 hook. So I'm just going to stick this here through the top. I'll pull it out probably about a 1/4 inch down, kind of where that first body segment is. I'll slide this on up. We'll flip it over. See, it comes out right around there. And that should do it. So pretty straight, pretty weedless. Now let's hope that the fish like this as much as I do, because this is a beautifully made lure. It is on a medium light Legend Extreme from St. Croix. 6-pound test on here. Really, really finesse presentation. So I'm going to fish this pretty slowly. I'll let it sink down toward the bottom, and then I'll probably just kind of twitch this on the bottom and reel it in somewhat slowly. And now let's hope there's a fish out there that's hungry for a leech. There we go. Got one. Little one. But I'll take it. First fish on the leech. Alright, little dink of a largemouth. Obviously did not put up much of a fight, but we got our first fish on the Nikko Leech. So we'll get this guy back. Let's hope there are some bigger fish on out there. There we go, fish on. Peacock. Not a big one, but this guy can pull okay. Let's pull this guy on in here. Still pulling some drag. These guys usually have a good amount of fight in them. Let me turn his head. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alrighty, fish number 2 is this very, very fat peacock bass. Not super long, but this guy's definitely got a little bit of weight on him. Actually, it's probably a her. Anyway, so we'll get this little one back. We'll keep going. So far, the leech is producing pretty well today. Alright, so the leech so far has produced 2 bites. One of them was that pretty nice size peacock. Had some weight behind it here at the end. Been here only about 30 minutes, so a fish every 15 minutes. Nothing great, but not too bad either. But even without so many bites, the action of this lure is really nice. The tail, it's a pretty long tail, and it flows and sways very nicely in the water. So even if it's just kind of standing up on the ground on its own, without me giving any action, just the slightest current in the water makes that tail flop around and wave around a little bit. So really liking the Nikko Leech so far. There we go, fish on. Didn't even give this thing any action yet, I just let it sink to the bottom. And when I started pulling, there was some weight behind it. Largemouth. Not a small one, but not a big one either. Come on up here. Alright, so biggest largemouth of the day, not a big one, maybe a pound, a little bit more, but nice fish. So fish number 3 on the Nikko Leech is in the books. Oh, fish on. Saw this guy come up and hit it in the shallows. Little dink of a largemouth. Yeah, so just as I was about to pull this little leech out of the water, this guy came up and smacked it. So smallest fish of the day. Little dink, but I will take it. Alrighty, so we are here at the end of the lake, and sunset is probably in about 5 or 10 minutes. So I think that is going to do it. Really like the Nikko Leech, even though we only got 4 fish on it today. But let's wrap it on up. Oh, there's another one. Oh, good timing. Alright, last one of the day. Yeah, so another little fish, but on my last cast, I will take it. So last fish, we'll let it go, and now we will wrap it up. Guys, so that is going to do it. Day 1 of throwing around the Nikko Leech. I will call it a success. Been out here hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. So 5 fish isn't a lot, but it's been tough fishing the last couple weeks. Even with the hellgrammite a couple of days ago, I had a hard time. But let's talk about a couple of the benefits and negatives of this lure. So number 1, like all Nikko products, the number 1 benefit is going to be that this thing is extremely durable. Let me see how I could hold this. There we go. So this is annoying. Super durable. You can stretch this thing out forever. I have never had to replace a Nikko soft plastic because it has been torn up by fish. I always end up snagging them or getting broken off by fish before I lose them, and that's not something I'd say for all soft plastics. Some soft plastics you got to replace after 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 1 fish. I have caught dozens on a single soft plastic, never had to replace it, so the Leech seems to be in that same kind of category. Number 2, the action. So it's a little bit slimmer than the hellgrammite, and also a little bit longer, 8/10 of an inch longer, and just that extra tail here that hangs creates a lot of really nice action in the water. Sways back and forth when you're jigging it or swimming it. really nice, and the fish seem to respond to it pretty well. And negatives, I don't have any. Can't think of any negatives for this lure after one day of fishing. So I threw the June bug color around today. It's a very nice purple with some blue and silver flake. Looked pretty good. Like I said in the beginning, I picked up 3 different colors. So there's the June bug that I fished today. The Morning Dawn looks really nice. It's kind of like a pink with like a purple insert on the bottom. This one, I don't know how the fish are going to like it, but I love it. It just looks beautiful. I want to frame this and hang it up as a decoration around the house. And then I also got the Eclipse. So more of a brown that kind of fades into a peachy kind of earthworm color. So I think all of these should be killer. Can't wait to try all of these out. But yeah, great day of fishing with the Nikko Leech. Found a new lure that I like almost as much as the hellgrammite, but not quite there just yet. So I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time.